Hi, and welcome back to this week's episode of World of Wilson. I'm Wilson Cubicle. This week we have a guest co-host, Redneck Ross will be here with us, and he'll be chiming in every once in a while.
Howdy, y'all.
And our starring guest this week is Wayne Ruley.
Hola.
Wayne is a expert health and fitness guru up in Conroe, Texas.
Yes.
And he does a lot of working out. He works out about, I don't know, how long would you say?
Typical workout day, depending if I do cardio, would be hour and a half.
An hour and a half
to 2
every
hours, depending on how much cardio I throw in on what days.
And you do that how often?
Typically 4 to 5 days.
Wow.
Depending on work schedule and life.
Yeah.
3 days minimum. Well, I enjoy free weights, strength training, and cardio. I will do. I'll run several miles, or depending on the weather and time. Use the other facilities at the gym, the treadmill, or they call it the elliptical, a little better on your joints. And you can adjust the pressure, the tension to get maximize your workout. You can pretty much get whatever you put into it, whatever you want out of it.
Well, after the New Year's and holidays and everything, a lot of people are trying to get back in shape for the summer and get their bikini bodies on. Do you have any kind of motivation that makes you want to keep working out? And it's hard. It's a hard job, getting in shape and staying
Well,
in
for
shape.
me, I've done it for so many years. It's more of an addiction. When you work out, maybe not when you very first get started, but it releases a lot of natural painkillers and endorphins. And so I feel, even though I get soreness from working out or running, you still get that high one way or another. So that's motivation for me. When I don't work out, my muscles feel soft. Cardio gets harder, so you really don't want to stop for any length of time. And of course, we all, I'm pretty sure most of us at least, including myself, want to look better, majority of the time. But with me, it's more the way I feel.
We got some of them natural painkillers that are growing over in the neighbor's pasture. I mean, have you ever tried any of that? It seems we can just pick it, and it seems a lot easier. Doesn't take near as much time.
Pretty good stuff, huh?
I don't never try it myself, but I understand you get a pretty good high from that stuff too.
Well, we're trying to keep people healthy now here, Redneck Ross.
I heard they
Redneck
just
Ross,
made
the problem
that
with
stuff.
that is you want the junk food afterwards, and that's where I have to draw the line. You have to be careful what you intake.
Let me ask you: do you eat Hot Pockets?
I do not.
See, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could go without eating Hot Pockets. Is that something that's required?
What is a Hot Pocket?
You don't know what a Hot Pocket is? Well, a Hot Pocket is the most fantastic food this great country, the United States of America, has ever invented.
Is it all natural?
Of course it's all natural. It's a pizza in a pocket. What's more natural than that? And if you can't eat Hot Pockets, well, I'm just not sure if it's worth it.
I usually keep my change and my keys in my pocket. I don't know about putting a pizza in there.
Well, pizza in a pocket, just give it some thought.
Give it some
Think
thought.
about it.
What kind of foods do you eat? What can you tell our audience? What kind of foods would help them?
Well, what I've learned over the years is, try to stick with whole foods, whole grains, real fresh cuts of meat, not processed, not with all the, the preservatives, and depending on your schedule, it's very tough to do. For me, I grill a lot. I've got a large gas grill, so I'll cook up anywhere from 5 to 15 pounds of food. I'll vacuum seal my meals, at least my meats, and I eat a lot of frozen vegetables just because they're simple. The new vegetables, you can microwave them in a bag. They're 1 or 2 servings. It just makes it really convenient. But I can eat fairly healthy.
Well, see, now you're talking about more my language, because we do a lot of grilling around here too. I just got one question for you. How much beer do you find you go through in an average grilling session? Because I personally go through about an 18-pack of Schlitz, and I'm usually not very hungry by the time I'm done grilling because I've had an 18-pack of Schlitz. And so I typically we got one of them food saver things, and I put it in the freezer, and then I just thaw it out and eat it the next day before I start drinking. So, do you ever have that problem? Do you ever run into
I
that?
usually go through one bottle of beer because about half of it goes into my barbecue beans I'm grilling.
Well, now wait a minute.
the
wait a
rest
minute.
I
You,
drink.
you actually put your beer in your beans.
Absolutely.
Interesting. All right. Okay.
Most beer's really not worth consuming for flavor wise,
Wow.
especially Schlitz.
Is that to make?
Is that made out in the country? I've never heard of Schlitz.
Well, my pappy brought me up on drinking that. Is that to make the bean gas roll through your stomach faster? Because I find that the beer while I'm eating beans just does that naturally. So that's a whole step right there that you can probably skip. I'm just trying to take a little time, but
Wow, you have an
thought.
interesting take on health and fitness and eating, don't you, Red
well, I'm just trying to
And
gather,
gas.
pick up a little
And
bit of what
gas.
you're saying.
Gas.
I'm trying to learn a little bit myself. So.
All right, all right. Well, I have another question for Wayne over here. As a high school young man, what kind of person were you? Were you into
Lazy.
fitness? You were lazy.
Yeah. I didn't do any sports in high school or junior high. Did a little bit, started lifting weights a little bit. When my dad hit 40, he started getting into the gym a little more, and so it got me into lifting a little bit. But at the time, I didn't do any cardio. I hated cardio. Rode my bike around, and that's about it. Obviously till I drove. So no, I wasn't. I wasn't an athlete.
Oh,
By any means.
pardon me.
Redneck Ross.
Just the neighborhood football games and basketball, whatnot.
I'm speechless.
Well, I'm sorry, but it just slips out sometimes, and I just can't help it. But it strikes me that maybe we're a little more alike than what you might think, because believe it or not, I was lazy in high school too.
Really?
Yep. But it seemed like a pretty good life path for me, so it's worked out for me so far.
Have you stayed lazy, Redneck Ross?
Well, we still work in the garden, and we still got to feed the animals around here, but I don't call it lazy. Some people around town do, but
Do
what do they know? Anyway, it just strikes me we may not be that far apart. See?
That is correct.
I see. Well, a lot of people, like I said before about bikini season and, I don't know, Speedo season. What kind of motivation, what can people do right now to get started and start doing some kind of get healthy?
Well, you need to do combination of diet. And when I say diet, I don't mean a diet. I don't mean a short-term fix. I mean just changing your eating habits for life. Cut out sodas, Cokes, whatever it is you like. If it is a, Coke or Pepsi. Breads are not the healthiest thing. To eat much bread, pastas. At least cut back on some of those things to start when you do start working out. And the reason I say that, you're going to see results quicker if you change your diet and exercise. And you'll eventually start feeling better. You don't want to just go nuts and try to quit everything, because most people can't handle that. So smaller measures and small adjustments, and then once you start seeing the results, however small they are, it'll be
That
this will be
was
a great benefit.
Pappy. I told him to put that banjo up 6 months ago, and he just keeps playing it. It just drives us nuts around here.
He's actually pretty good.
Well, he's been playing it all his life. So let me ask you one last question before you go. Now, if I wanted to get on board with this whole health kick thing, would switching from Hot Pockets to Lean Pockets do it for me? Well, they put them Lean Pockets up higher on the shelf than the regular Hot Pockets, so it's harder for Marge to get out of that cart to grab them. But maybe next time we go to Walmart, we'll see if we can't switch over to Lean Pockets, and we'll make a life-changing decision for both of us.
There you go.
All right.
It's a good start.
All right,
And get Martha out of the cart and maybe get a little more cardio in just around Walmart.
Keep pushing around in the cart. You put Marge.
No, we drive around them little motorized things.
Do you?
Those motorized carts. Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, that's what they put them there for.
That'd be
right?
something you can do together. Get a little cardio when you go to Walmart.
Exactly. Well,
Walk around.
all right. Well, maybe we'll think about it. I don't know. So, sounds kind of crazy to me, but
Well, thank you, Wayne, for being here and
My pleasure.
giving us some advice on how to get ready for bikini season. Redneck Ross, are you ready to talk to our marathon runner, David.
Boy, I'm looking forward to talk to this fella because I seen them marathon runners on TV and them boys are crazy.
Crazy. All right, well, we'll bring in
That's
we'll
extreme.
bring our marathon runner, David Demira, next, and I thank Wayne for being here,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see y'all in a second.